hindi ko masasabayan yung mga kakumpetensya ko, hindi rin ako makakabenta. So that is the horror story of my private labeling. Alrighty! Sit on. Okay. Hi friends! Welcome back to Mezzy Life. My name is Lori, isa pong Pinay na online seller dito sa Amerika. Nagbebenta po ako ng kung ano-anong liquidated na products through Amazon, eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Facebook Market, and Walmart. Ayan. And in this video, i-share ko sa inyo kung ano ba yung process na pinagdaanan ko para magkaroon ng sariling brand at makapagbenta sa Amazon through private labeling at kung ano yung mga kapalpakan na ginawa ko na nag-cost sa akin ng thousands and thousands of dollars. Ayan. So pag-uusapan natin yan, syempre bigyan ko muna kayo ng konting background about sa aking business. Nag-start ako sa magbenta online 2019. Ang unang mga products ko is actually mga Amazon returns, yung mga hindi na mabenta ng Amazon, nililiquidate nila at binibili ko yun and then nire-resell ko siya sa eBay. And then eventually, kumuha na rin kami ng liquidation not only from Amazon but also from other stores like Target o kaya naman yung mga nagko-close out na or yung mga nagsasara na mga department store. Doon nakakakuha kami ng mga ibang product na brand new at pwede naming i-resell sa Amazon. So that's when we became resellers. So para sa mga hindi familiar, pwede kang magbenta sa Amazon if you as a reseller. Ibig sabihin wala kang sariling brand, hindi mo pag-aari yung kahit na anong brand, wala kang sariling product, you just buy from somewhere else, pwedeng online arbitrage or retail arbitrage ang tawag nila, you buy it from somewhere and then you resell it in Amazon. In our case, we don't really choose our product kasi nga we get it from liquidation, so it's like a mystery box. Kung ano yung dumating, ayun yung ibebenta namin. So may mga product na hindi namin ma-resell kasi yung ibang brand ay restricted. Kumbaga, ang biggest disadvantage ng reselling sa Amazon is that since you don't own the brand, you can't just sell anything. May mga brand na hindi namin basta-basta maibenta sa Amazon. And if that's the case, then we have to sell the products sa eBay or ibang platform. And it's usually slower. So of course, if we have the product and if we can sell it sa Amazon, we will kasi usually mas mabilis mabenta sa Amazon. So that's the reseller life. After like maybe a year, I realized na medyo matrabaho ang liquidation. It's a lot of work. And mahirap siya sa akin kasi I'm actually a full-time stay-at-home mom and the online selling is my part-time job. Mahirap yung liquidation, reselling liquidation in a way na maraming physical work. You have to sort the products, you have to list each product, you have to do your own product research, all that work for every product na dumarating sa amin. So imagine, if I only have like 1 or 5 types of product, I don't have to do my product research over and over again, di ba? So that's the difference. Kapag ikaw yung owner ng sarili mong brand, you don't have to list every day. You don't have to do your product research every day. You do your product research once, and then you put it in the market, and then you just wait for the money. You just keep on buying new product, and then you promote it, and then you sell it, then you buy another product. You know, you just kind of like keep going on buy and sell, maybe improve your product a bit, depending on the reviews and demand. I think the best way to do to go bigger sa Amazon without working so much is through private label, wherein yun nga, ikaw na nga yung magiging owner ng sarili mong brand. So that's the main difference ng reselling and private label. Yun nga, nag-start talaga kami as a reseller and hanggang ngayon reseller pa din ako, and I'm actually making a 6-digit, ano man tawag doon? Basta 6 na number na kumbaga hundreds of thousands yung aming sales through reselling, okay? I find it successful. I find it like profitable. Pero ito na nga, so I wanted to grow my business without working too much, and I see that private label is probably the way to do that. So I started doing my research, ang dami kong pinanood ng mga videos about private label. Of course, I gathered all the information that I can. Took me months to actually have this courage to finally do it. I feel like, oh, I learned enough, kaya ko na to, sige, let's do this. So the first step, of course, is to think about what products you want to sell. So I did my product research. I used Jungle Scout. I used helium 10. Yeah, yan yung mga tools na ginamit ko, yung free version lang. So, para magkaroon ako ng idea kung ano yung mga category or yung specific product na mabenta sa market that time. So, this is like in 2021, I think. Nakaisip na ako ng category at few specific product. Ang nasa isip ko that time is toothbrush holder, makeup organizer, kitchen organizer, yung mga ganyan, yung mga basta anything na organizing stuff, ganyan, para sa bahay. And then, ano ba? So, naghanap ako ng supplier. I contacted many factories, manufacturers sa Alibaba, sa China. And I found few na ang kanilang specialty ay mga plastic na kung ano-ano, mga bin, mga plastic organizer. I contacted, I think, 3 lang yung parang final na humingi ako ng mga sample. So, yung 3 na manufacturer, nag-send sila sa akin ng mga sample product, tapos pinagpilian ko. Yun nga, depende sa quality, and then of course, din sa price. Nakipag-negotiate ako, and then finally, I chose one manufacturer na pwedeng magbigay sa akin ng at least 5 different kinds of products. So, meron akong 5 product na naisip na ibenta. Pumili muna ako ng isa, which is toothbrush holder. Kailangan nilang lagyan ng brand name. Dapat may logo ko, nung brand name ko, 'di ba? So, it's called customized product. So, para i-customize nila, I need to buy at least 1,000 units. Ayun yung tinatawag na MOQ or yung minimum order quantity. Namuhunan ako ng around $5,000 para sa product itself, including the shipping. I think it takes about 3 months to do the whole process of choosing my product, choosing the product, and then sinenda nila ako ng sample, pumili ako ng best quality, and then nung pagkapili ko, nilagyan naman nila na ngayon ng logo, and then sinend nila sa akin ulit yung second sample with my logo na, and then ayun na yung final. At the same time, while doing this process, actually a little bit earlier, I have to register the trademark. So ayun yung parang step 2. Actually, that's step 1. Step 2 is ordering your product, kasi you can't order the product kung hindi pa final yung logo mo. So, i-register muna natin yung brand name or yung logo, ganyan. Logo for your brand. And then, ayun na, niregister ko siya sa USPTO, but actually, I didn't do it on my own. Meron akong parang lawyer. So, through LegalZoom, I paid about $600 para i-register nila yung aming brand name. So, initially, ang brand name ko talaga is Mezzy Home, kasi parang pang-organize nga, tas Mezzy is parang makalat. So, I don't know, kasi galing din yun sa last name namin. Dinerive din kasi yun sa last name, family name namin, kaya naging Mezzy Home. So, basta yun yung napili kong name. Tapos, sabi ng lawyer dun sa LegalZoom, parang hindi kasi yun yung maganda sa pag may lawyer ka, they are more professional about the topic, diba? So, they know if your brand name is good or kung ma-approve ba or ma-deny. They do their research. Sinabi nila, Mezzy Home is not a good name kasi may kapareho, baka hindi ma-approve kasi it can cause confusion, ganyan-ganyan. So, I forgot na kung ano yung mga sumunod na name na sinend ko. Basta nag-send ako ng pangalawa, pangatlo, nag-no pa rin sila, pang-apat. Sabi ko, ano ba yan? Natataranta na ako. I need to find a logo or a name. So, natataranta na ako kasi naghihintay na yung aking suppliers ng product ko, ng supplier, dun sa final logo. Kasi nga, kailangan nila yung final logo ko na ilagay at i-design sa aking toothbrush holder. Dahil parang nataranta na ako, nagsuggest din naman yung asawa ko, sabi niya, think about some Tagalog words na parang magre-represent sa product mo, ganyan, para mas sure na walang kapareho kasi Tagalog di ba? What are the odds na merong brand name na Tagalog? So, I just translated the name home, so tahanan. So, ayun na, so pinasa ko na siya, and then, ayun na yung na-process, and then, nilagay na yung brand name doon sa product ko. So, sinend na sa akin ni supplier yung product ko with my brand name. Yeah! No! So, okay na yung product. And by the way, kapag nag-register kayo ng trademark or yung logo ninyo, you only need parang application number. So, after siya i-apply ng lawyer namin, yung brand name, meron lang silang parang application number. Tapos, yun lang yung kinuha ko para ma-register ko na kay Amazon yung brand name. So, ito na, meron na akong brand name, naka-register na din siya kay Amazon. So, pwede na akong magbenta. So, si product na 1,000 units, pinaship ko na kay supplier. The whole process probably took me about 6 months total from the time na nag-product research ako until dun sa na-ship na yung mga product at nakarating na kay Amazon. 6 months, yes. It's more than I thought. Kasi base dun sa mga napapanood ko, 3 months lang. Pero I guess, I don't know, just took me longer. So, 400 units lang yung pinaship ko sa Amazon warehouse. And then yung 600 units, pinaship ko dito sa bahay namin kasi meron kaming shed, parang storage room. So, dun ko muna tinambak. Kasi I want to check muna din. Kasi alam ko may bayad din yung storage. May limit yung storage sa Amazon warehouse. So, of course, kapag lumampas ka doon, mas may bayad na. Kaya 400 units lang muna yung sinend ko sa Amazon warehouse. So, available na siya. Live na yung aking product, ready to sell na. Ang number 1 goal mo kapag dumating na yung product at na siya, available na siya to sell, the first thing you have to do is, parang yung goal is mapataas mo yung rank ng inyong product para kapag may nag-search, for example, yung toothbrush holder namin, pag may nag-search ng toothbrush holder, dapat nasa page 1 siya para mabenta. Kasi kapag nasa page 2 or 3, habang malayo siya sa search, hindi na siya mabibenta. So, pinromote ko siya and naglaan lang talaga ako, nakaplano talaga ako na maglalaan lang ako ng $1,000 para sa promotion. Yung PPC nga, pay-per-click ang tawag nila. So for like maybe few months, naubos ka agad yung $1,000 na yon. And I only sold 50 units. So, if you do the math, lugi ako doon. So, doon ako medyo, ayun yung pinakamalaking mistake ko. I think, hindi ako naglaan ng mas malaki pang pera sa promotion. I was really hesitant na maglagay pa ng puhunan, magdagdag ng puhunan para maibenta yun. Kasi sabi dun sa ibang mga napanood ko, parang few $100 lang yung kailangan nila para mag-rank yung kanilang product. And inaasahan ko naman yun. And if you will do private labeling, you have to also expect na hindi ka talaga muna tutubo sa mga first 1,000 sales. Kasi nga, you have to promote muna yung product, parang mag-build ka ng magandang brand, build your brand, mag-ipon ka ng maraming positive reviews. Ayun talaga yung goal doon. So, I know na hindi ako kikita sa unang 1,000 units ko. Pero, hindi ko in-expect na malulugi ako. So, yun yung parang sad part doon. And then, I think in the process of that, meron ako nakukuhang parang notification kay Amazon, hey, improve your listing so you can increase your sales. Yung tinatawag nilang A+ content. So, I even paid another $500 sa independent na photographer para bigyan nila ako ng mas professional na mga photos. Kasi yung original photo ko ay galing sa supplier ko. That's a bonus from my supplier na if you will buy their product, they will give you professional pictures. Pero I guess that's not good enough. And then, kahit na binago ko na yung listing ko, in-improve ko siya, hindi pa rin bumibenta. So at the end, I think my product really is not competitive enough. So I guess that's my number 1 tip. Make sure that you study more, that you do your product research more. So of course sa akin, hindi naman ako mamumuhunan ng ganyan if I think that I didn't study enough or if I didn't do my product research enough, 'di ba? So that time akala ko enough na yung ginawa kong product research, but I guess I should have watched more. I should have learn more about product research kasi isa sa mga hindi ko na-anticipate is, hindi ko inasahan is yung price drop. So, nung nagpa-product research ako, ganyan, isa pa ba yun, second tip ko, I guess, na nasa $25 to $30 yung presyo ng mga toothbrush holder ng mga kakumpetensya ko. So, pinresyohan ko yun sa akin ng medyo similar. Pero mas binabaan ko yun sa akin kasi I want to be competitive nga yung price ko. Pero, within my first year of selling this product, bumaba. So, wait. Dun sa original price ko, I will profit about 40%. Okay? And sabi dun sa mga natutunan ko, ideally, dapat daw nasa 20 to 50% yung profit mo. So, I thought 40% was actually good. Pero, ang hindi ko nga na-anticipate is that, in that 1 year of selling this product, yung mga kakumpetensya ko, nagbababaan ng presyo. So, yung mga 25 dati is naging $18, $17 na lang. And if sasabayan ko sila, wala na akong itutubo, wala na akong tubo. So actually, okay lang sana sa akin yung walang tubo kasi nga I want to build muna yung brand, 'di ba? Sige, ibenta ko muna siya ng ibenta. Pero ang problema, if I have to pay for promotions to make nothing, then ayun na yung lugi, 'di ba? So kaya din hindi na ako willing pang maglabas pa ng mas maraming pera kasi kahit feeling ko kahit i-promote ko siya, kung hindi ko kayang ibaba yung presyo at hindi ko masasabayan yung mga kakumpidensya ko, hindi rin ako makakabenta. So that is the horror story of my private labeling. Okay? So what happened now? After a year, Amazon told me that parang nag overtime, anong tawag? Nakalimutan ko yung tawag nila. Basta parang after 1 year, notify ka nila na ang tagal na sa storage ng product mo. So, i-charge ka namin ng mas malaki pa. So, sabi ko, nope, I don't want to be charged. Ayoko nang magbayad. Ayoko nang mag-loss pa ng mas maraming pera. So, pinull out ko na ngayon si product. Pinaship ko yun dito sa bahay namin. So, lahat yung mga product na yan, lahat naman, I have like about maybe 900 units of toothbrush holder dun sa storage namin ngayon. Nakatewang-wang. Pero nakalabas na sa Amazon pa din siya. Binibenta ko siya through FBM. Ako na lang yung nag-ship para hindi na ako magbayad ng storage fee, ganyan. And then, binibenta ko rin siya sa eBay. So, nakakabenta naman ako. Pero parang paisa-isa siguro once a month sa Amazon, once a month sa eBay. Medyo slow. Pero without the promotion, I would profit from that. So, in a way, parang okay pa din kasi I still have the product and may chance pa din ako na maibenta siya. In the future, I plan to sell it through Walmart, but I'm still learning Walmart. Kaya we will see if I would kind of like make my money back somehow. Another thing na hindi ko na-consider nung pumili ako ng product is yung weight. Okay? It matters. Kasi dito, pag 1 pound and less, parang mas mura. Pero malaki yung difference kapag yung between 1 pound and 2 pounds na weight ng product. Parang ang naging difference is $1.50. Product ko is 1 pound and I think 2 ounces. Okay? So, 1 pound and 2 ounces lang. Pero, kung 1 pound lang siya, I think it's gonna be $1.50 cheaper. So, that's another profit, di ba, na hindi nakukunin sa akin ni Amazon. If I pay attention to that weight, di ba, kaya ko yun i-adjust. Like, pwedeng sabihin ko sa aking manufacturer na yung box na gamitin is lightweight, di ba? Or pwede kong sabihin sa manufacturer na mas nipisan yung baso nung nandun sa organizer. Something. Kasi 2 pounds lang yun eh. Madali yung tanggalin dun sa product mismo. I don't know how, but if I knew, I would really do something about it. Diba? Kasi that's again $1.50 na pwede kong ibaba dun sa presyo. Kasi dahil lang sa maliit na dagdag ng weight ng product. So that's another thing. And then ano pa ba? Wait. So of course, do more of your product research. Kahit feeling mo okay na, research ka pa din ng research. Extensive product research. Yung profit, sabi nila 20 to 50% daw okay na, but I think you should have 80% profit dun sa original price mo para yung tipong kahit ikalahati mo yung presyo, kikita ka pa din. Ganon. And then, a brand name. Oh, actually, dun sa brand name na tahanan, medyo parang ngayon, I feel like I can do better than that. Kasi parang may nagsabi sa akin na one time, American, na yung tahanan daw sounds like food. Kumbaga, syempre nga naman, parang di ko na inisip yun eh, no? Kung ano yung dating nung brand name ko sa mga American. Ang naging goal ko na lang that time is basta magkaroon na lang ng brand name. So, that's really bad. Pero, isa lang naman yung nagsabi na parang tahanan sounds like food. So, ask your I don't know if you know anyone, foreign friends or American friends or anybody. If you say the word tahanan, what comes to your mind? Ask them and let me know in the comment section below. Pero yun nga yung nangyari. So sabi ko, shoot, dapat pala mas nagtanong-tanong muna ako sa mga American friends ko na ano yung naiisip mo kapag narinig mo yung tahanan, di ba? So hindi siya connected sa aking brand, ay sa aking product. So failed. So that's another thing. Huwag madaliin yung brand name. Kahit na nagmamadali na yung supplier, think more. Tapos kapag nag-register kayo ng trademark, kasi hihingi na dyan yung listahan ng mga product na gusto ninyong ibenta. So for example, ako product ko that time na pinalista is, ayun nga, makeup organizer, pati yung pang-organize ng mga spoon and fork sa kitchen. Parang meron akong mga 10, I think, na products na nilista doon nung nagpa-register ako. Pero in the process, nakakita pa ako ng iba pang product na pwede ko ring i-resell. Kaso sabi ng aking lawyer, hindi daw pwedeng basta-basta mag-add kasi nga hindi ko siya ni-register una pa lang. So, I think if you will do that trademark, add more and more and more products kahit hindi ka pa sure kung ibebenta mo ba talaga yon. So like maybe if you can add 100 different products na pasok dun sa class, i-add mo. So ang nangyari pa pala, dun sa pag nag-register ka ng trademark, pwede kang mag-add ng ibang class. Meron silang pinagpipilian. So depende sa class. So nung nag-register ako, I think I registered for 2 class. So, eyewear and home organizer. So, dun sa eyewear, parang okay pa yung Mezzy Home feeling ko. Pero, at the end, hindi na okay yung tahanan dun sa eyewear. Pero, niregister pa din ng lawyer ko. So, parang nagkaroon kami ng konting misunderstanding na pinapalitan yung pangalan. Tapos, at the end, hindi ko na naalala na gusto ko nga rin palang i-register yung eyewear or yung class ng eyewear. So, ayun. Failed. Maraming pagkakamali. Oh, and then of course, finally, if mag-umpisa kayo, dapat ready ang inyong mga bulsa kasi talagang ang private label ay mas mahal mas mataas yung kapital na kailangan. Yun nga, sinasabi nila few $100 daw is okay na sa pagpo-promote ng iyong product for marketing budget, kumbaga. Pero in my case nga, $1,000 is not even enough. So, it's either my product is really not that competitive or talagang kailangan ko pang maglaan ng mas marami pang puhunan for marketing. I don't know. But this video is not really to discourage you, okay? I am very persistent. I will still do private labeling. Nagpa-process pa din ako ng mga information na nalalaman ko and I'm still learning about it. So, hindi ako sumuko. I think private label is great. You just need to really know more about it bago mo siya pasukin. And yun nga, malaki yung puhunan. So, kung nanonood ka at nagpaplano ka magbenta sa Amazon pero wala kang malaking puhunan, of course, I discourage you to do a private label. But you can start reselling. So, hanap ka lang ng mga name brand na pwede mong i-resell and tawag nila dun is online arbitrage or retail arbitrage. You can start with that. Ganun din naman kami nag-umpisa. I'm encouraging you na wag sumuko kasi private label can really be something if you do it right. Okay? If we do it right. Kaya in the future, kung gusto nyong malaman kung ano yung mangyayari sa aking round 2 private label, mag-subscribe kayo and in the future, babalitaan ko kayo kung ako ba ay magsasucceed if second time is really sweeter. Tama ba yung kasabihan? Second time is, ano ba yan? Basta yun yung kasabihan, mas okay, mas masaya daw kapag pangalawa. So, yun, tatry ko lang. In terms of reselling, kayang-kaya ko po kayong tulungan dyan. Mag-join po kayo sa aking Facebook group. May mga subscriber po ako na natulungan ko na mag-umpisa sa Amazon and through reselling. If you're interested to learn from me about reselling, of course not from private label, mag-comment po kayo join po kayo sa aking Facebook group. So yun lang po. Marami pong salamat sa inyong panonood. Sana po ay may natutunan kayo sa video na ito. Kung meron man, paki-comment na lang po sa comment section below at huwag kalimutan ang mag-like at mag-subscribe. Thank you and happy selling! Bye!